Good morning, Anisha. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm well, and yourself?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me this morning. We are here to talk about some of your experience, and I
Mhm.
appreciate you allowing me to record a portion of this interview. So we chatted a little bit that you were a Volusia County employee for 3 years as a tag worker. Tell me what you did as a tag worker and title clerk. What did your day look like there?
My role there was to assist the customers with title transfers and also registrations. I was registering like vehicles from out of state and local vehicles, and also did a few things with mobile homes that needs to be registered as well.
Okay, great. And what type of software did you use when you were there?
CRM Sterling
Okay.
um, for this, and that's pretty much the basics.
Okay. And before that, you were an appointment setter. Tell me a little bit about that job.
That would been have been at Auto Point.
Hmm.
I was CIC agent. I set up appointments for vehicles to get serviced. Took it inbound calls. Arranged from like 100 or up to like 300 calls a day. So it was very strenuous, but yes, ma'am, that was the most um, yeah, highest
Okay.
call volume I ever had.
Yeah, that does sound like a lot. I was just going to
It
ask you
was.
how many calls you took a day. Um, and how were you measured on that? Did they have certain like key performance indicators?
Oh, they did.
Okay.
They had like QR
Hmm.
um, individuals that would come over and go over your quality of the call. Metrics, I was great with my metrics. I always was able to hit the goal of the day.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about customer service. Tell me about a time, maybe when you maybe went a little bit out of your way and to help someone.
Oh, yeah, it's I don't know where to start. There's so many. Um,
Okay.
I would say the most memorable moment of me going out of my way for an individual would be um taking the matters in my own hand because the customer was very confused on what she needed to do. And she had just lost her dad. And it was a very stressful transfer from selling their vehicles and getting rid of property. So I was able to lead her in the right directions with that. And also, she was very grateful. I made sure every form she needed was detailed correctly so she had no issues in the future. Um, Also, we exchanged numbers and we ended our um, interaction with the nice hug and making sure she was like
Yeah.
comforted. So it was a great experience. I actually love that job, face to face customer service.
Oh, I love that. That's a great
Yeah.
story. So we talked a little bit about your resume, that you did some temporary work. You did as a
Hmm.
customer service worker for WD Mason. I'm familiar with them. That's call center.
Hmm.
You did some event planning. And then you were telling me about you did some work with social services. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. It was a 360 Prep Academy. Um, it was pretty much reaching out to advocating for like young men that needed to have improvement in their social engagements. Also, I was helping their parents also gain employment and reach out and help them find resources for like housing or resources for food and all sorts of little knickknacks I had on my sleeves to make sure they was well taken care of.
Okay, great. Well, Anisha, it was a pleasure to chat with you. Don't hang up yet. I'm just going to stop the portion of the
Okay,
recording. So just one moment. Thank you.
you're welcome.